Okay, I'm here. I'm late, but I'm here. I swear, technical difficulties. And then my phone's dying, and then, like, I don't know, is my mic turned on? Yeah, my mic is on. Gosh, what is today? I don't even know. Because what is happening? Oh, I swear. Nope, quit that. Quit. Y'all, what is happening with today? I don't. Please hold. It's like one thing after the next. And then I'm like over here trying to rush and get this post out. And then realize that I didn't create the proper graphic for it. So it's not going to show up right. So now I've got to like go back and fix that. It's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. Like what? I don't know. And then just, okay. Are you here? Like what? We're live, right? Okay. So, the plan for today is to figure out Note Shelf, because I have no idea what's going on with that app. And some of you do, and some of you don't, because you're just like me and you're like, GoodNotes is just the way to go. So we're going to figure it out together and play around with it and see what we think about the different features. So that is our plan. We shall see how it goes. Oh, I should say, hey, it's Tori from Calypso Creative Planning, who is crazy. Okay? Clearly crazy. Okay. Who here that's here now, because I mean, we're just getting started, but who uses Note Shelf, who uses GoodNotes, who uses something else entirely that we haven't even started with? Because this is my Noteful, is what we're looking at. And I don't know anything about it. Okay? I know nothing about... Oh, look, you can see a reflection of my mic right there. That's weird. Okay. Maybe I need a sip of coffee before we start this crazy shit show. Maybe. Okay. Aaron says, I've experimented with Noteful a little bit. Kristen says, I mostly use GoodNotes, but have Noteful and would like to start using it. I've heard good things about Noteful. Okay. So we're going to see. Like, okay, Lottie's saying GoodNotes. Okay. Yeah. So I started with GoodNotes. I played around with Note Shelf, not Noteful, Note Shelf. Then missed some of the features from GoodNotes, so I went back. And then I had good intentions with Zoom Notes, but that never happened because it was just too much. It felt like too much. I needed something simpler. So I'm hoping that this will have a good balance between Note Shelf and GoodNotes, maybe. All right, so last week, someone told us that if we press and hold, it goes to the links. Okay, so press and hold and go to the links. I feel like there's a little bit more of a delay than there would be in GoodNotes. Should we be comparing the same notebook? Maybe. Will that help? Okay, so that's Pink Queen, and it is this one, right? Yes. Okay, so we're comparing. So with GoodNotes, if we're looking at links, you can be in read-only mode and just tap your heart away. I feel like the links are moving faster in this one. Okay, and if you're in like edit mode, you can press and hold, say open link, or now you can tap with your finger. But the finger tap does not work if you're in like the image tool. So like, see, it doesn't work there. And does it work with that one too? Okay, so it works in the pencil mode too. So those are my two. What about text? Okay, it also works with text. So, but it doesn't work in image mode, the little tappy thing. But you don't have to press and hold. You can just tap, right? So that didn't used to be a thing. Now it's a thing. Okay. Okay, Suki saying, hey, hey. Donna says, GoodNotes and Zinnia, but I've played around with Noteful. Aaron says, but I think you have to compare it in just edit mode since you have to click on a different mode. That's true. So if we're comparing. Okay. All right. So that's our little, clickiness. One thing we also talked about last week is if you're zoomed in GoodNotes and you want to zoom back out to like full view, whatever, you can pinch and it goes. Okay. And we realized in this one, if you're zoomed in like this and you want to go back out, the pinch doesn't work. It just does this, but a double tap does. Okay. I can't remember who said that last time, but so that's a difference. I don't know, you don't have this in GoodNotes. You can't zoom out that far in GoodNotes, which I guess has pros and cons. Maybe. I guess if you're, I don't know. I don't really know why. Can anyone think of a pro for zooming out this far? Because I don't understand. There's also this in Noteful. You can do fit. And I discovered this. So like, okay, let's say you're zoomed in and this is like, okay, one of the beautiful things about digital planning is that you can zoom in. So if you have like this whole page, okay, I don't like that. I like to it goes full screen and that's it. But like if you have a full page, like you can zoom in and write smaller, you can fit more on a page, whatever. Like if you're working in a paper planner, which I don't have one in reach, or do I? What is this? Okay. Well, this is an old one. I was going to say like if I had a paper planner in reach. Okay. So if you have a paper planner in reach, you can't zoom in, right? It is what it is. But, it's physical size, right? But with digital, you can zoom in. One thing I noticed is that, okay, so if you're zooming in, like let's say this is like a perfect place, you can come in here and lock this zoom so that you can just like move around and it stays like that same amount. Go over. What is on my screen? Like, what is this? Okay, no, I don't want to paste. But like, see, I feel like that could be handy, right? I feel like that could be, what? When you pinch to zoom, there should be the bar at the bottom. Yeah. So I like that you've got these different ones that you can just like automatically choose, but I kind of like the lock thing too. So just to give you an example, let's go here to my tiny journaling and we're going to go to our sample text. And okay, this is my classic one. Okay, so I'm going to copy and we're going to go over here and I'm just hoping this will work the same way. No? What? I can't just paste? What's happening? Oh, there we go. Paste. Allow paste. Can I change the color easily? Let's see. Stop. No. What? I can't just change the color? Oh, there we go. Style. Okay, are you guys seeing this? Okay, that did not work. Stop telling me to paste. Quit it. Quit. Stop it. Let go. I don't like this. I don't like it. I don't like it. What the fuck? Let's go back over here. Alright. I'm going to take this. Copy. Let's go back over here. And let's do... Is there a text box? Where's the text? Is there no text box? Y'all. Is there a text box? Alright, so we got... This looks like a little pin here. We can just... Ho-ho. Well, that's nice. Aren't you lovely? Okay. What else we got? Alright, so we got this pin. and this pin, and this pin. There's not a lot of differences in those. What's this one? Let's make them bigger. Okay. Ooh. Like a little variation. Ooh. Okay. Wahaha. Waha. Okay. And then this one. Well, okay. Little variation. This is just monoline. Okay. And then, oh, here. What is this? No, why are you telling me 3 dots at the top? What are we doing? What are we doing here? Okay, hang on. Wait. Okay, so that's that. What is this? Ooh. Okay, auto shape, scribble to erase, delay, hover, blah, 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 blah. What's this? Motion smoothing. Is this our highlighter? Oh, and we got tape. Ooh, cute. Oh. You can't go straight? Like what is... What? This. Oh. Ooh. Oh, that's nice. Okay. So... Oh, I like that. That's fun. Okay, so this is the tape. We're just like... Oh, okay. Aaron says 3 little dots. Is this what you're talking about? Customized toolbar. Ha. Ooh, okay. Tape tool, sure. Text tool, image, shape. Take a photo. Nah, I never use that in GoodNotes. Ooh, okay. So we just customized. All right. Okay, so thank you, Aaron, for figuring that one out. All right, so now we got little, presentation tool. I'm sure that's my laser pointer. I'm going to move you down here to the bottom because we stickers. Interesting. Hand tool. I don't know that I use that. We'll just leave it here just in case. Audio recordings. Don't know that I've ever used that, so we're just going to stick you down at the bottom. All right, so we got pen, highlighter. I'm going to move text up to the top because I use that more than anything. That's nice. Wait, can you do that in GoodNotes? You can do customize. Okay, yep. I feel like I know where everything is over here, so I feel like if I move it in GoodNotes, I'm going to be lost. So, but you can move those around, okay? You can move those around. That's good to know. But you didn't have to turn them on because they were already on, but, you know, I did turn these off. I don't use elements because elements piss me off because sometimes they work and sometimes they don't work how I want them to. Sometimes if it's a small thing and I save it as an element, when I bring it back in, it's blurry and doesn't look the same and it pisses me off, so I don't like it. So in my personal experience, elements tends to lower the quality, so it bothers me and I don't like it, so I have it turned off. Sticky notes, I have not used those. Zoom window pisses me off when I accidentally turn it on, so I've turned it off. Timekeeper, I can't keep up with time anyways, so I don't think that would help me. Okay, so what are you doing over there, Bob? Okay, all right, so there we go. So we got these. And, yeah, okay, that works. Okay, I think I'm okay with this. Or maybe I want it to be more like, okay, so pen, maybe I do want it to be more like, what's its shape is up here. Text, lasso. Okay, if I'm trying to make it more like GoodNotes. So that'd be that. I don't know what stickers does. We're going to have to look at that. Okay. So that was our tape. Oh, look, it's got a cute little icon. Okay. All right. So, okay. So this is straight line or at an angle, which is fine. But then you also get a shape and then you get the squiggle. The squiggle pissed me off. I did not like that. Can you add new patterns? cover all, reveal all. Ooh, that's fun. Well, I like that. Okay, so I could see this if you were doing like if you have one of those, like you had a journal piece in your page and you want to show off your page, like you could use the shape tape to cover that up, right? Like I could see that. That could be fun. And then obviously using tape and adding like text over it makes a cool header, right? Okay, so I didn't really get to all of these. Okay, so we did that. Eraser, whole lot. Oh, look, they've got pro features. Does anyone know that they had pro features? I did not. Okay, so erase tapes, erase shapes, whole line, highlighter only. Okay, so some of these you have to get the pro function to do that. Interesting. And then our tapes. Oh no, that's highlighters. That's highlighters. My bad. My bad. How do you... Oh, okay. Colors down here. Can you add multiple colors? Ooh. Wait, what is style? Well... Oh, so you can like create a style and save it? Is that what that means? Oh, look, the pro version you can add to... Well, what did I pay for if I didn't get the pro version? Making me pay for shit and don't give me all the other shit. Rude. Anyways, okay. Highlighter. Obviously, we're on the black... You can't see highlighter over tape? What's up with that? That's weird, right? Oh, look, but it's coloring my tape. But you can see it. But it's a black page, so, you know. You know. Okay, what else we got? All right. Ooh, look, there's other shapes. Well, that's fun. Okay. Why is everything on top of tape? Didn't someone say something about layers? Don't they have layers or something? Or whatnot? I don't know, but oh, look. Okay. Oh, look, I can make it go to the top like GoodNotes. Okay. If we're trying to make it be more like GoodNotes, I think I'm going to do that. So it's up here. I don't know why. Aaron says if you paid for it, you should have pro. Well, okay. Well, then let's test it out. Because I'm pretty sure I paid for it. I didn't. No, I did. I know I paid for this shit. But it's only $4.99. So, I mean... What? I mean, $4.99? That's... Seriously? That's not bad. But I could have swore... I don't know. Let's see. Let's look at that. Where's the App Store? Where you be? Let's look at that. Okay, if we look up Noteful. Okay. Alright, so we got Noteful. I don't see no... It's not like an addition, but I'm pretty sure I paid for that. Oh, look, I have an update. Oh, look. In-app purchases, there's a pro. But I paid for this. I know I paid for this. Okay. Pretty sure. Right? But then you got this one. I don't know what the update did, but we're going to go with it. Interesting. So I don't have pro, but I could get pro. Oh, stop with the tape. Thank you. Why does the tape go on top of everything? What if you don't want the tape to go on top of everything? Is that like an automatic thing? Arrange? Pretty sure I said send to the back. Arrange, send to the back. I don't understand. Move to layer. No, I don't. Why are you not going to the back, Bob? Does the back just mean like, oh, I did a link. Does the back just mean back of the tape? I don't understand. Arrange. Front. Okay, so the tape just stays on the top no matter what? Is that what I'm getting? Y'all, somebody who knows Noteful, let me know. Can I change the color of this? Yes. Yes, and, ooh, Ooh. Ooh. Okay, y'all. What? Look. Okay, I'm liking this. You guys know I love my shapes over in GoodNotes. So, ooh, even with, ooh. Okay, so if we do this, but no border. Ooh. Okay, I'm liking it. I'm liking that. That's nice. Okay, who else likes that? And if you guys want me to get the pro, I can get the pro. If you're wanting to see some of those pro features. But I can totally do that. Oh, let's see. What's the arrow do? What? No, stop. What? Okay, now. Oh. Okay. What? Is that a thing with the tape? With the... Huh. Okay, so for this, the tape really is for turning on and off. It's not like in GoodNotes where, like, if you're doing tape, you can... Don't be rude. If you're doing tape, like, you can hide it and everything, but, like, okay, if I do tape, maybe not white, because that's not beneficial to anyone. Okay, if I do tape, now what happens if I tap it? Okay, right? But if I do this, where the tape is selected but text box, can I send this to the back? Yes, I can send that to the back, so I can write over it. So you can't do that in Noteful. So, not that that's a huge thing, but like, I feel like the only time I've ever used tape in GoodNotes is to make a cute header. So, if you, in Noteful, if you can't put text on top of it, then it doesn't really do like that. Like, I use it more like washi instead of like cover and reveal, which is fine. Okay, didn't mean to do that. I meant to do this. Go away. So, you know, it just depends on how you want to use it. Okay, Erin says shapes is better than tape anyway, though, and you can change the opacity. Can you change the opacity of tape? No, right? But this, oh, that's shape tool. I like that. Ooh, can you do the thing? Stop it. Where's my undo? There it is. Okay, we may need to rearrange that a little bit. So, customize. Can I move this here? And move this here? So I feel like that. Why is there a bar? Does that matter? Does it put a bar up here? No. So why do we have a bar? What is the bar for? Is there a bar? I don't see a bar. Quit. Get back up there. Whatever. Okay. I feel like I need that over there. Okay. So if I do this and resize, ooh, yes, it can go bigger, just like what I showed you in that other one. Okay, so can you edit the boundaries, or can you just edit the sizes? If we do a square, oh, okay, it just pops it in there. What? It just pops it in there, and you can't. Okay, interesting. Okay, style is where I can come in and do this, right? Okay, so if I do this and put it this way, and then I'm like, you know, I really want this bigger, so stop it. I really want this bigger, so do this, and now I got big dots, right? Now, can I still edit this and keep the big, no. Wait, so I can't keep the, wait, you can't just go back in and like edit it? And just, oh, you can. Oh, you can. Okay. You just have to hit that. You can't hit resize. You got to hit that. Okay. that makes sense. That makes sense. But that's how you can get the bigger dots, though. Is you do resize, and you make it big, and then you go back to your shape, okay? And then from there, you can edit it this way. I wish there was a thing in the middle, because there's been times where I've like zoomed in and I need to do it this way, and you don't have a thing in the middle. So I wish there was a grip in the middle, right? So, wait, you said hit style on the tape? Are we talking about the tape, or are we talking about the shape? Style. Because you can change that. Yeah, is that what you mean? You can do this, and then you can do this. But then that's just this. So, can you change that on that? Yeah. And then Oh, now we went back to the small dots. Well, I mean, that makes sense. Resize. Go this way. Resize. Go this way. I want the big dots again. Okay, go this way. And then go this way. Oh, now I got big dots. Now I got the big dots. Alright. Go back to shape to tap it. And then I can resize the big dots. Okay, I'm liking that. I'm liking that. Yeah, so you have to like... Oh, even in the lasso tool. Okay, you can click the shape. Okay, good, good. Good, good. Okay, but can you... Yeah. But you can't do this one, I guess, because it's a diamond. And that's it. It's a diamond, right? And then this one. I don't like that it just like, hey, I'm just going to pop it right here. Who cares if that's where you want it? That kind of bothers me. Ooh, arrow. I'm going to have to get rid of these tapes. They're bugging me. I don't like the tapes. So I do like that, you know, and you can use that like washi or whatever. What else can you do with this? I do like the wheel, the grid, you know. Why would I ever choose yellow? Ugh. I'm not a yellow person. Okay, all right. Ooh, do we have the option to color match? Yes. Color match. Waha! Okay, so we can do color match. Okay. What does the circle do? Whoa. All right there. Can go oval or circle. I'm assuming if you wanted to stay a circle, then you would need to do circle and then resize so that it stays a circle, right? Well, I like that. Okay. All right, so the shapes are nice. I do appreciate the shapes. Let's just delete it all, okay? Okay, so far, I'm liking it, okay? I'm liking it. Wait. Aaron says, and then you can add as many colors as you want right to your... Wait, how do you add the colors, though? Okay, so let's just do this, okay? And then style. And then let's just... And we can do hex codes. No, I don't want that. Okay. Let's just... We can do hex codes, but... Ooh, let's get this pinky color. A little delayed there. Alright, so how do we add this to as like a forever option? Do you, like, where do you... Oh, here. Wheel, here, and then here. And then, well, that's not what I'm... Here. Here. Okay. So we can keep adding those, right? We can... What does custom style mean? Like, what can you do with that? Ooh. Whoa. Wait. Did you want... Ha? Where is that? Where was that at? Do you just... What? Hey. How did you... Wait, go back. How did you? I mean, I know I did it, but do you have to? Huh? What? Well, that's fun. Okay, style. So, do you have to just choose? Hello, cutie pie. Okay. So, well, how do I save this as a style somewhere? How do I? Okay. How do I? Can you save that? Because I want that as like a saved somewhere. Can you not do that? Oh, well, that would be nice. Because that's cute. Oh, quit that. Nope. Nope. Mm-mm. No. Oh, look, it'll go straight, just like in the thing. Okay. So, style. This. Okay, can I draw in that style now? Why? I don't understand. How do I? Oh, with this one. Okay. Oh, okay. So when I did this, I did custom style, and then I can choose this, and then that's what I'm drawing in from now on. So if I switch to this, I really don't see much difference in that, but whatever. Custom. No, seriously, that's the same. Okay, but it's different this way. Okay. Ooh, I like your swoopiness. Ooh, this is nice. Okay, all right. What else we got? I can't figure out how to change the color of pasted text. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, because when I tried that a minute ago, it didn't work. So let's just toodaloo. Okay. Now, when you say pasted text, is that like the whole text box, or because we talked about last week? Maybe I should show this again. We talked about, let's just pull in. Okay, so sticker wise, if we've got our stickers in GoodNotes, and let me make sure image is on, and we want to take this, we can just drag it. So we talked about that, right? And we talked about if you have more than one and you click and drag and you pull in here, then it's just one sticker, right? Which is cool. But let's look at we were looking at text, right? So if I take this and this, stop it. This, copy. If I take this and pull this over here, what do we get? Okay, style. I don't want, so this just does like the frame. It doesn't do the actual text. If I do, can you edit the text when I bring it in? No. Can you not? If I do a text box. Okay. Ooh, I like options. Okay. If I pull in just the text, copy. Okay. And I forgot what we were doing. What? Hello? What's happening? Why are you so small? So small. Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right. Now, if I, what is replace? No. Paste. Haha. Okay. Well, one, I did not get my fonts. Ah, shit. Do I gotta load fonts? Or do I have to, is it already loaded because it's on my iPad? Oh, look. Okay. All right. Yeah, the default text is really, really slow. But that makes sense because, okay, here's the thing. Whether you're working in GoodNotes or Noteful or anything, your font size is going to be different depending on the planner that you're in, because it's based off of like the resolution of it. So like my planners, I know that if I'm using this font, like 54 is a good one. Just because, so this one's 58. So 58 over here compared to, let's look at 50 over here. I feel like that is different. Okay, if we're comparing the same stuff, let's go here and here. Okay, pastes, and I'm going to change this to be white. Okay, so this says 58. So like you can see, if I'm zoomed out all the way, this is 58 in this one. But if I go over here and say zoom fit, this is supposed to be 58 over here. So the font sizes are not the same. So I have to play around with that. That's kind of annoying. Now, do you have the same options? Like, I'm going to triple tap to get all of it. Okay. So, I can choose my font. Not every font is going to have these extra options, by the way. But I do like that you can do underlined. Oh, strike through. I like that. What is this? Set as default. That's nice. You can do a text box. Okay. A lot of times you have to have the font selected, even in GoodNotes. No, we don't. Is there a thing? Background color. Ooh. Border. Do I get a border color? I don't understand. There's no border? Why do you give me a border if I got no border? Does that make sense? Is there a border? Oh, there is a border. It's just so small that what's the point of it? Okay. Interesting. Okay. Nope. I want this text. Can I not do it with my thing? Okay. All right, so I don't want a border because that's just kind of weird. Okay. So you have to select this to get the background color. That makes sense. That makes sense. Okay. You can't do padding on here, which, if you don't know what I mean by padding, if I were to take this guy and go to here, like I can, if I wanted a background color, let's choose, something like this that we can see. Okay, if I wanted a background color, this is your padding, so you can bump this up, so you can only go as high as 20, but it gives you a little edge around it. Let's make this black. Okay, so you can do, just in case you didn't know this, you can turn on shadows. You can't see it on the black, but you can round your corners and bump that up so you can see that happening here. If I zoom in, you can see that there. So this is in GoodNotes, not Noteshelf. You can turn on a border if you want. You can change your border color, if you wanted to do something like that. There's also presets, so you could start with one of these and then edit it. So you can do that in GoodNotes, but you can set border and padding and stuff like that. And you can also do your line spacing, okay, which I think I saw that in here. Okay, so I don't see options for changing the border sizes, which kind of stinks, but okay, so this is your line spacing. This is where you can adjust this. Is there an extra line here? Why is it? I think that's an iPad thing where it does this extra spaces down here at the bottom. over and over. Okay, what? Now we're just, why do I have extra spaces down here? That's weird. Okay, what's going on? That's weird. Okay, so I don't like that. But that could be part of font related, maybe. But you can do, this is where you could do your left, center, and right. And so that's your line spacing. And this is, what is this? What? That's weird. Like some of my words went away. That's weird. But some, it could be a font thing too. So if I change to, let's look at quicksand. Like, why are you cutting off my stuff? That's weird. Huh. Interesting. Okay, one thing that this I'm not seeing is that, like, when you get this extra space here at the bottom, like in GoodNotes, if you're working on, all right, I'm not trying to move. I'm just trying to, I'm definitely not trying to copy. Like, what the fuck is this? No, I'm just trying to move on my page. Thank you very much. So one thing that I do like in GoodNotes is that if you're working, sometimes it will do like a weird little extra space here at the bottom, and you've got this button that you can go forwards and backwards so you can get rid of that little space. Does anyone see that in Noteful? Because, like, I mean, it doesn't give me that option to just like tap that, but we saw that that was there. So format gives you all of this stuff here. Interesting. What is this? I don't know what does that mean? Okay, so you also get this? No? No? What is this? This? Why? Why do you tell me I have options and then say, nah, just kidding? Because I want bullet points. That is one thing I really liked from Note Shelf, is that you could do bullet points, and it looks like it would give me bullet points, but it's not giving me bullet points. That's weird. Like, why show that as an option but have it grayed out? Like, just kidding. And what does this mean? Do you want to know what this means? I don't know what that means. Okay. Wait. Aaron says, side note, you know you can just use the bar at the bottom to switch between apps, right? You don't have to swipe up and flip. What do you mean? No. What the fuck do you mean? You don't have to. What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? I don't. What do you mean? What do you mean you don't have to swipe up and click it? Isn't it? What do you mean? Aaron, what does that mean? What do you mean? You don't. You can use the bar at the bottom to the black line in this. What do you mean? This one? And go this way? Or this way? Okay, you know what? That only works for me when I don't want it to be. When I didn't realize it was the bar at the bottom. I've just accidentally swiped through stuff, and I'm like, what are you doing? Okay, why are you upside down? Let's go there. Thank you very much. Okay, whatever. Okay. That's how I've accidentally been doing it. Well, fuck. Did anyone else know that? Because I didn't know that. I've just accidentally switched between things and couldn't figure out how I was doing it. But you're telling me it's this? Okay, well, that makes sense. That makes sense. Okay, but if you don't have them in the order that you want... How did I get here? How did I get to this page? That's not where I was. Oh, I would swipe the page. Okay. I did that. Okay, I didn't realize that was right there, but whatever. Okay, so swiping back and forth only works this way if you have them directly beside each other. You know, like you just did it. Okay. What? Okay. All right. Sleepy. I don't know what your name is besides Sleepy, but you've been using that for a while. I'm detecting your sass just because you know stuff. I didn't know that. I don't know how many times I've accidentally used that and not realized that that's what that was. I'm just like, where'd you come from, Bob? Like, because I thought it was like something like on the side, and I'm like, how do I get it back? But it's this. Well, I never. Okay. Huh. Okay. All right. We're learning shit together. I like it. All right. I like it. We're good. Okay. Aaron says, I have 5 styles for border style. Okay. Well, like when, are you talking about for the text? If I do style, yeah, I've got, wait, you've got 5? For the, what's your 5th one? Okay, Sleepy. Okay, do you want me to keep calling you Sleepy? Because it's amusing me, but, I just started getting used to Noteful as well. I hate the white background on GoodNotes. Okay, so the white background on GoodNotes, that is it here? No, where's it at? Is it here? Is it settings? One of these. It's like, maybe, okay, no, maybe it's not in GoodNotes, but if you have your, it's about your dark mode. So like if you have, what is it? Is it in settings? Y'all, I feel like I should know where things are on my iPad. So settings. And then your, is it this? So if you're in dark mode on your iPad and you go to GoodNotes, it's black. So if you're in it, then it's black. So if that's something that bothers you, that's how you can work around it. And some apps you can like change that to where it's like go by system settings, or you can actually just do it. But maybe that's not an option here. Maybe it's just that. But that is something that because I will go back and forth on that. Sometimes I will do like if you're in dark mode on your iPad, and like, because it just looks good like this. And honestly, it usually depends on the like the theme that I'm working with. Like, it works really good with this, so I like the black background. You can't get rid of the blue. The blue will always be blue, but it does go black when you get out of edit mode and you're in read-only mode. So if you do like the black for GoodNotes, then that's how you get it. So it's in your system settings. Instead of light, you switch it over to dark, and then that's how you get that difference. So in Noteful, it's like this gray blue. Now, I will say this. I don't know if it's the same, but is it Note Shelf? Yes, there's too many things. Note Shelf. You used to be able to change that. No, I don't care about this. We're not doing this. Remind me later. So in Note Shelf, quit it. You could change the appearance, and you could choose it. Like if you wanted it to be magenta, you can do that. Or if you wanted it to be aqua or teal or just dark, or midnight is not quite dark. I don't know. But you could do that, which is cool. Okay, if I do allow. All right. Since we're working in the same thing. Oh, good grief. Where I gotta find this? All right. This one. And this one. And this one. Excuse me. Pink Queen. Oh, good grief. Which one is it? Traveler's Notebook. That's this one. Open. So we're like, I feel like we're just comparing anything and everything now. But since we're comparing this, come on. Okay, so this is where like you can change. I don't even do it here. And then you have to do it this guy. So like if I changed my appearance to be magenta and I open this, then like this bar is magenta. And when I was planning in Note Shelf, I used to change this bar depending on like the page I was designing. So like if black worked better, then I would change it to black. But if I was doing something like really bright and colorful, I would change it to a color. So I will say that that is one thing that I do like about Note Shelf. And I could migrate to Note Shelf 3 apparently. But so I just wanted to pop that out there because since we're talking about color, yeah, that was one really, really fun thing that I used to do in here. Is stuff even on here? Oh, look, it is. This is back when I was planning in this. Yeah. Oh. Trip down memory lane. Okay. Okay. I will continue calling you Sleepy then. It is amusing. I like it. So, okay. So, I don't know. Can you do that in here? Can you change anything about anything in here? What do we got? No. What do we got? Upgrade, templates, themes. Ooh. Okay, so this system, this means, okay, so this is where I went here and themes. So system means that if you have your iPad set to light, this is going to be light. If you have it set to dark, this is going to be dark. So this, like, ooh, what does that look like in here? Oh, I like that. That's nice. That's nice. I think I shall keep that. Yeah. Oh, nope. Okay, nope. I don't like the double tap. What does this do? Ugh, I don't like that. Ruler. Okay. Interesting. Okay. This blue is bothering me. We don't need that. Wait, so Erin, you said you have 5? You have 5 styles for the border? I mean, well, there's these, but do you mean like this? Like, what do you mean? What do you mean? Okay. Can you resize your text box? Resize your text box? Yes, like you can in GoodNotes. Okay, I like that. All right, what else we got? Okay, picture. Ooh, okay, so I can pull from, this is my camera roll. I can pull from wherever, blah, blah, blah. Is that it? Okay, same thing. Okay, if we do, all right, we're going to get you out of the way. Go away. Blah. Okay, stop it. No. Okay, so that's just straight up like insert a picture. That's not edit a picture. Okay, what can you do? What is this? Save. Save to my stickers. Save to a collection. That's nice. Okay, what else we got? Link. Okay, I like that you can do a sticker as a link. Okay, Erin says, yeah, but mine can change the box, but leave the text within the box the original size. What? Do you have Pro? Do you have Pro? Like, is that a thing? Do I need to get Pro? Erin, do you have Pro? Let me know. Why am I repeating myself over and over again? I don't know. You're going to answer when you're ready to answer. But, okay. Oh, you have Pro. Oh, I have Pro. Okay. Do I need to get Pro? Like, should I? I don't know. What is style? Oh, interesting. I mean, I don't want that. But I like that you can do... Oh, look. Crop. Crop. Can I do... I can do this. I can do freehand. Like that. Okay, done. The fuck? Alright, I guess I'm going Pro. Let's see, I don't want y'all to see my stuff. Hang on. We're going to do the little tap tap. Okay. Where's the button? Tap tap. Yep, see my face when no one else can. Did I get it? Am I good? I'm all set. Okay. All right. So done. Now I got my little doodad, do my flotchy, and then look, there's the flippy, and the flippy. I do like that. Okay. Let's not be so damn crooked. Okay. So I do like that. Ooh. And I can reset. That's nice. Okay. Y'all, we may have a thing here. Okay. We may have a thing. Okay. Oh, one thing that, all right, we're going to have to talk about layers too. One thing that I wish that, okay, I would like the little, can you stop getting in my way? I like that it locks a little bit there. That's nice. One thing that, note shelf, so many hard things to remember here. What? No, here. Thank you. One thing that, note shelf, too many things had. Okay, let's see. I'm going to do, okay, and then we're going to do, that's not what I meant to do. I hate that feature. Like, what is that? Okay, if I do this, I can drag you over to here. Thank you. Stop it. Thank you very much. Okay, so this, I swear they've changed this, and I'm not entirely sure what they've done to it. So, edit. So, in Note Shelf, when you edit, you can erase stuff, which is cool. So, like, when you might use this, like if I hit done, you can see it's like that. So, an example of when you might use that is if you have a charm. This is how I used to use it, at least. Like if you have a charm like this guy, or maybe not that guy. No, we're on a black page, so this is probably not helpful. Okay, so if we take this, give me this, and pull you into here, okay? Yep. Give me the little bar. Okay, so in here, so if I were to hit edit, like I could come in here and like erase part of this, right? And then make it look like it's hooking onto something, which is really cool. So that is nice. I wish that you could do that. But, see how cool that is? So you can just be like, well, obviously not this, but like that. See how it can look like it's sitting there? But now I would just use Procreate to do something like that. That's not a big deal. Just comparison-wise. What did you say, Erin? What? Stop doing that. I'm so used to, like, in GoodNotes, like, if you hit the image tool, like, you can select a photo. This is just like insert a photo. Stop it. Okay, so what did you say, Erin? Style? Opacity? Ha 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 ha. That is nice. Okay, that is nice. That is nice. I will say that are y'all about to convert me over to Noteful? Do I need to plan the rest of my week in Noteful and see what I think? Maybe. That's what I did with Note Shelf, is I went for like, I'm going to go for this month and I'm going to do everything in Note Shelf. And, obviously I worked back and forth. But even when I was doing that, I would keep my stickers in GoodNotes and then just drag them into Note Shelf. So, that's something you could do. So, all right, so text, we already talked about text. Okay, so stickers. So, who was it? I think it was Claudette. She was talking about how, like, you can just take this and say new collection, and we're just going to call it, let's say Pink Queen, because that seems to be our theme for today. Okay, and then import files. Okay, then I'm going to go to Dropbox. We're going to see. I'm just trying to remember her video, okay, that she shared with me. So, let's go to Shop Files. and then collections, and then Pink Queen, and then what is this? Sticker pack? I don't know what this is. What are we doing? It's not downloaded. I probably should have gone with something that's downloaded. Okay, so let's not go with that one. Let's pick something that's smaller. So like, let's do a list. Thank you. So I get charms. There we go. This is not an example if I don't have it saved in my thing. Okay, it's just really not. Let's go with, I don't know. Day headers. Well, why do I not have these images in here? What the fuck? Decorative sticker book. Don't tell me no. Okay. Alright. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, select all. Whatever. What the fuck? 25. That's fine. Open. And then and then it just pulls it in. Okay? Takes a moment because they have to download from Dropbox, obviously. Okay? But we're going to see what happens. I'm trying to remember her video and like what she showed me. So, anytime now. Anytime now. There we go. Preparing. Put that in the Pink Queen. Save. Ooh, and then, okay, so this is like elements, essentially. So, no, I didn't mean that. Delete. Go to stickers, and then I can pull this in, and then there you go. Now, here's my thing. Does it degrade quality? Because elements, I think, does, and it bothers me. So, this is nice and all. Like, you can easily, do this. My thing is, I like seeing the sticker book. And I don't know if that's just because I'm just so partial to it because, I designed it and whatever. But, because I designed the sticker books, like, visually. So that when I'm going through, like, let's look at that sticker book in particular. So, that's this one. And page 1. Just go. That's this one. So, like, this, planning wise, inspiration wise, this gives me a different feeling than if I'm looking at this and trying to plan. Like, it's a very different feeling. So it would be like, just, I don't know. I just don't like, I don't like this. Okay. Now, I doubt that I could open up a GoodNotes file in here because that just seems like impossible. But it could, if enough people want Noteful files, I could start doing sticker books in Noteful files. The thing is, it takes so long just to do it in GoodNotes. And so to do it in GoodNotes and in Noteful, that's kind of a lot. But it could be done. And if you wanted to, you could, most of my sticker books now come with the blank sticker book. So if you wanted to pull it into Noteful, you can do that. But it's a pain in the ass, honestly. GoodNotes files, Noteful files, it's all a pain in the ass. But I have had some people that, like, in my early days, I didn't want to do GoodNotes files because, that's just a lot. But, I mean, I'm going to be using them, so why not include them? But then I had people, if the GoodNotes file wasn't included, I've seen people talk about this in groups before, that if the GoodNotes file wasn't included in the sticker set, then they wouldn't buy it because they didn't want to load it. And honestly, I can understand that because it's a pain in the ass to load it. But here's what I'm thinking. This is going to take up just as much room, right, as a sticker book. So, I mean, it just depends on how you want to plan. But a sticker book could be done, easily. It's just as time consuming as a GoodNotes file. But it's not like you could, just copy and paste, because you could just do this. You could just be like, there. Like if you already have the GoodNotes file, it's there. You know? You know what I mean? It's there. So I don't know. What do you guys think? What's your thoughts? Now we're at 11:10, so I don't mind going longer because I know we're not done because we haven't looked at layers and I don't know how that works, and hopefully someone here does. But what do you guys think about stickers? Like, do you want, like, is Noteful going to be a thing? Like, do you guys want sticker files in Notefuls? Like, what are you thinking? Aaron says, I just tried to open a GoodNotes sticker book in Noteful and it didn't work. Yeah. That doesn't surprise me. Because, you know, it's like you can't open a Word document in Excel. I mean, no, there are some, like you can open an Affinity photo file in Affinity Designer, but those are the same company. They're meant to work together. These are two different companies, so it makes sense that you can't. And you can't just go like, I want all of these and pull them in here, because then it's, you know, it's one big sticker. It's not, you can't divide them. You know, stop it. Okay, we may have to turn that button off because I don't like it. We're going to put it down here because I'm just going to keep touching it and I don't want to touch it. Go that. So, I mean, you could crop this down, but the thing is, like, some of my stickers overlap in the sticker book. So, I mean, even that wouldn't work. So, I mean, it would to an extent, you know. But yeah, so I don't know. That's when I was working in Note Shelf. That's what I would do, is I would just pull my stickers in from GoodNotes and just stick them on the page. I mean, it feels like it's the same as if you're taking a sticker from here, you know, like if I'm taking this sticker and then I'm going to here to put it on this page. Yep. Except that didn't work. You guys saw that. Rude. Let's try that again. No. If I take this sticker, copied, and put it here, paste, it sort of feels the same as if I did this and did paste. Allow. Now, okay, so there's a thing that, so you don't get that every time. Where is it? There's a thing in your settings, but I don't remember where it is. Does anyone remember where you can, like, tell it? Is it security? I don't know. There's a thing where, like, you can make it stop asking you every time. Because I've seen someone do that before. Maybe I have to look it up. Someone may know. But it's like, you know, if you copy something from GoodNotes and then you go over here to Procreate and you want to paste it, you know, like if I just do this and I want to paste, like, it doesn't ask me anymore. But I can't remember where it is. Does anyone remember where that is? Where it doesn't ask you anymore, like, every time? Because I don't remember. Okay. Paste. Yeah. So does anyone remember that? Okay. Apps. Okay. All right. What are we doing? All right. Go to settings. Go to, where's that? Apps. Okay. Click Noteful. I love how we're doing this together. It makes me very happy. Noteful. And then what? Change to this. To allow. Okay, there we go. That works. Thank you, Erin. You're so wonderful. We love you. Okay. All right. Toodaloo. So, okay. Does that make sense? Does everything make sense? Oh, layers. Okay, wait. Laser pointer. Okay, I'm going to need a little more action on that. Draw lines. Ooh, and they fade. That's the one I want, so it matches. Okay. Narration, we're not doing that. This is, if I do the hand, then what does the hand do? What does the hand do? What is the point of this? Guys, tell me. Because I can do this. Hey, I still have text here. Nope. Did anyone else realize I still had text there? What does the hand do? Do we care about that? Hand tool. What's a hand doing? You can go away. We don't know what you do. And you know what? I'm going to turn off the image one because... No, because if I'm pulling in from somewhere else, then it's not going to work. Okay. All right. Layers. How do layers work? Does anyone know how layers work? So if I take this guy, move to layer, layer 1. Where are my layers? How do I see my layers? What do I see? What's happening? Paper. Ooh, okay, so here's my pages. Okay, nope, we don't want that though. Stop that. Ooh, bookmarks. Outlines. Layers! Okay. Alright, so move to layer 2. And then, can I move this? Yes. Can I lock layers? Oh, just one? Just one on top? Ooh, I can turn them off. Ooh, I can rename them. Okay, you guys, this is fun. This is fun. Okay, a layer is the same for the whole file. Oh, wait, what do you mean? What do you mean it's the same for the whole file? Like, what do you mean? So layer 2, even if it's like on another page, it'll be the same, right? So if I'm on, like, if I copy this and I go to this page, paste, okay, and I say move to layer 2, okay, and I come up here and I turn layer 2 visibility off, it goes off on this page too. Okay, interesting. And so I can rename this and be like, I don't know, just call it extras, or like, how do you use layers in here? Or what why can you lock this one but not this one? Oh, and I can clear, so I can just like delete stuff on that layer. Interesting. Okay, what else we got in here? What else we got? Okay, let's see. Okay, so you can have a layer for the monthly pages, and on one turn on, turn off for daily. No, I don't know. Okay, so layer 1 would be your original base. Okay, I can see that. Like, well, no, I don't want to. Okay, so how do you use layers? Okay, Sleepy says, and think of it as the layer of objects I don't want to select easily, like lines, templates. Okay, I can see that. I'm thinking like, ooh, okay, so, for example, if we do, maybe this isn't the right one, but if we do, just for example, okay, so let's say we have this guy, okay, copy, okay, I'm gonna go over here and paste, okay, and we just, this doesn't fit, obviously, right, okay, but let's say we put this here. Now, if I was doing this in a better way, then, okay, this is going to bother me. Okay, we're going to just go away. Delete. All right, we got to choose a different one because that's going to drive me chew. All right, Midnight Elemental. Where you be? Okay, calendars. Let's fix it. I know I have something for dark pages. What we got? Yep. Okay, so we're going to pick... I'm going to pick this. Copy. To the floppy. Okay, and then I'm going to tap. Paste. Okay. And then for this, okay, just in case you do not know, how I would do this is I would size this up like this so that one side fits, okay? And then I'm going to say copy. And then I'm going to crop this guy. Crop. No, I said crop. Thank you. And then I'm going to pull this guy over here. Okay, done. And then that can just stay there. And then we can stop it. I did not say do that. Paste. Okay, crop. And then I would do this one, this side. Done. And then there you go. And then I can just line that up. Okay. And then slightly different. Okay, now, Bob, where are you going? Okay, so then this, we could say move to layer. I'm going to say extras. Okay, right? So where's our layers? Here. Okay, I'm going to add a layer. And I'm going to just rename this. And I'm going to say, I'm going to say notes. Okay, done. Okay, so now I can lock the extras, right? So look, ooh, I am not fucking with it. And then I can just draw on top of it. Stop it. I can just draw on top of it. And I'm not messing with the calendar, right? Okay? Yes. There you go. That, yeah. So then you got that in the background, right? And then like you can write on top of it and you can have other images. Like let's just pull this in, for instance, okay? And it's, you can, like, it's not going to fuck with it. Ooh, I like it. Okay? I like it. I like the layers and I like the locking of layers. So I wish GoodNotes had that. Okay? Because that would be delightful. But then you could also come in here and unlock this and be like, you know what? This really should be slightly smaller because it bothers me. And then this here. And there you go. And then you can come in and be like, put a little box down here. Like, oh, maybe we do this. Okay. And then we do line that up like that because I'm perfectionist and cannot top that. Okay. See, this is where it would come in handy to be able to just do the bottom, right? Because I like, if I got the edges lined up, then, you know, they gone now. I can't just do top and bottom, right? So, yeah. And then I can take this and say style, and then this, and do the matchy, and then do this, and there you go. And then do this and say duplicate, and then put that right there. I like it. I like it. Okay. Yes. I'm feeling it. Is anyone else feeling it? I'm feeling it. Okay, so here's the thing. Maybe for June, I plan, with the exception of like, I already have my book journal in my, you know, in my thing, you know, in my GoodNotes. Like, I have my book journal going, so I'm not going to transfer that over because that's just not happening. And my tiny journal, I mean, obviously I'm behind for June, but I mean, that's a yearly thing. I'm not switching that over right now. Behind for June. It's day 3, but you know what I mean. Also behind for May. It's okay. That's beside the point. But what I could do is just play around in like, in, you know, in Noteful, not Note Shelf, but I could just play around in here. Okay. Folders. What else we got? We're not worried about that right now. Remind me in 5 days. Sure. What else we got in here? Oh, we got the list. Oh, okay, that's nice. Can select. Whoa, what does that mean? Wait, what does that button do? Is that currently or last, or what does that do? I don't know. Oh, excuse me. I've been talking a lot. Okay, so pinned, trashed, unfiled. Okay, so here's one thing that I used to do in Note Shelf is, why are you being slow, Bob? Like, I would have different folders for like different years, you know? And I feel like I do the same sort of thing in GoodNotes, except to the extreme. So, like, I have 2025, and this is like my current stuff, but then I have archives, so I'll move past years into it, like 2024 is there. But then I also have, you know, collections where this is all my kits. And then I have like stickers, which is where I do like Lux Book. Like, here's my sets from Lux Book. And then I have like Shadowcat. Shout out to Mandy. So this is where I have her stuff. I swear, it just wants to be a pain sometimes. Empty. Go. Done. Recognize. Thank you. Sometimes I swear it just wants to be slow. Like raw element. Go. How much shit do I have open? Is that a problem? Like, maybe. I don't even have that much open, but whatever. You know. Okay, where was that? So here. There you go. So like, I organize things that way. So I would picture doing the same thing in Noteful. Excuse me while I cough my head off. Okay. And it says, so it looks like you can share in a Noteful file. So that should make sticker books possible. When you go to share, you can select PDF or native Noteful, an image. Okay, so just like you would with GoodNotes. So with GoodNotes, I load it in there and then I export it as a GoodNotes file. So if you import your blank PDF sticker book into Noteful, then you can insert your stickers and export as a Noteful file. Yes. So if that's something, like if more and more of you are wanting to get into Noteful and want sticker books in Noteful, then let me know. It's just if we don't have tons of people doing it, then it's just a lot of extra work. Unless somebody wants to volunteer to do stuff like that for me. Okay, and then I get very particular, so, you know, just saying. But I can see playing in here for this month, you know, and seeing, you know, I want to play it in here. So like, let's do, let's say plus, I'm going to say notebook. No, not notebook, cancel. Plus, import file, to the Droppy box, and then here, and then here, and then here, and here. And this one is the one that I'm planning most in right now, just because I like these pages. They're so pretty. So maybe I'll do like pick a cover and do like, you know, like a builder planner type of situation, you know. So this one doesn't have like read only mode. No, so you just press and hold. Whoa, that was Speedy Gonzalez. What the fuck was that? Did y'all see that? That was quite aggressive. You just like flip through everything instead of just going to the page. Like, that just startled me a little bit. Just kind of startled me. Do you want to notice that? No, I just want to go here. Thank you. Whoa. It amuses me. I don't know why this is so amusing, but Okay, so I think I will do some planning in here and see what's what this month. And maybe I'll do like let's say notebook, and can you like make your own covers? Maybe. Oh, look at all these. It's this little composition. I'm gonna go this way. I like the composition. So, sit down. And then pepper. This way. Thank you. And let's just go this color. No, this color. Paper size. So here's the thing. This is gonna be different, and we're not really caring about this because I'm gonna choose this one. Yes, no, yeah, yes, no. This one. We're just gonna choose this one because it's not gonna matter. Because page templates. Okay, so here's one thing. Okay, I know we're going long, but I figured we would. But here's the thing: how do page templates work in here? Because here's the thing, page templates in GoodNotes works differently than page templates in Noteshelf. So we need to see this, okay? So if you don't know what I'm talking about, if you haven't seen my way back in the day videos, okay, so if I were to take, let's go here, and let's go here. In here. Okay, so if I'm working in this, okay, let's say I'm working in this planner in GoodNotes, and I want to go to, let's go to templates, and let's say I pick this one, and I'm going to say copy page, and I go to this section in my planner and say paste page. No, I said paste page. Thank you. So then I've got my page. Okay, if I go back to my templates, hi, my nephew's here. If I go back to my templates, and what was it, this one? No, damn it, this one. Yes, if I go back to my templates, then that link still works to this template page. Okay, down here in this list. In Noteshelf, if I were to do that same exact thing, then that link would go to wherever the first instance of that page was, which is one of the reasons why I stopped using Noteshelf. So what we're going to do is we're going to test that out in here, and we're going to see, because it sounds kind of confusing when I say it. So I'm going to say import files, and we're going to choose this one. Okay. We're going to do that same exact test, right? So we are going to go here. Go. Okay. We're going to templates. And we're going to do the double boxes. And let's see. I don't want to. Can I just... How do I get, okay, here we go. This is like, what am I doing? Like, how do I just get how do I copy this page? Can it's copy page link. I don't want to do that. I don't want to crop and resize. I just want to, do I have to say share? And no, current page. How do you do this? So I just say copy, and then I go to like this area, and then how do I put the page in here? Do I... Okay, this may be my thing. This is the problem. page. Okay. This is not going to work for me if you can't just paste the page in here. This is my problem. This right here would be why I would not use it. If this, okay, Noteful people, how do you do that? Oh, this is like, can you make this? There you go. Okay, that's much better. Okay. All right. So do we have to do it this way? Where, like, if I take this page, what's it, copy, copy, and then go to wherever I want it to go and say insert. No, paste. Okay. Is that how you have to do it? Well, I don't really care for that. I mean, I guess that's okay, but it is so much simpler in GoodNotes. I don't like that. Okay, now here's going to be the thing, though. The thing that I was concerned about. Okay, if we're go to our templates. And I don't know what page that was now. Damn it, was it this page? Is that the page I did? No, it was this one. So, this one. Okay. So, it was this one? No. Damn it. Which page? Okay, I gotta choose a page that I can remember the fucking name of. Okay, we're gonna take this one. Okay, so if stop it. If I say copy and go up here to here and say paste page, okay? So we know that we put that page there. Now my thing is I want to make sure that if I go here and I click this link, that's what I had. Oh, that's, yeah. Okay. So this is the same thing that Note Shelf did, which is the main reason I stopped using it, because I use page templates a lot. So we've got to see that. Whoa, see, okay. Here's what happened. I went down here to our page templates, okay? And I copied this page. And then I pasted that page higher up in the notebook. So right here. So what the app has done now is it has changed the link of this page to now be the first instance of that page. So it no longer links to where it is in the templates. So it no longer links to this one like it should have. It now links to this one up here. So now your page template index does not work correctly for that page. That is one of the main reasons I stopped using Note Shelf, is because of the template things. Now, one thing that you can do as like a workaround is if you take, and it's going to sound like a pain in the ass, but it's literally the biggest reason I stopped using Note Shelf, is if you take your template page and all of the templates after it and move it to the front of your planner. Then it's fine. That is literally the only workaround I've ever been able to find, is if you take all of your templates and all of your template pages and put them at the front of your planner. So like if you put them up here, because then if you copied a page after it, like if I were to take this page that we copied, okay, and move it down here into the list, like down here at the bottom. Well, that didn't go at the bottom. Go to the bottom. Okay, so now let's check our link from this page. and press and hold, where does it go? It now goes to where it's supposed to, which is in our template section. So it goes to the first instance of where that page is. So if you copy a page template, like if I were to copy this one, so let's do this one since it's really obvious. So, okay, if I copy this page and then come up here and be like, right after this, it would be so cool to have this. Nope, stop. Didn't mean to hit that button. It would be so cool to have this page that I can like add stuff to, right? So since that one's really obvious, you're going to see what I'm talking about easily. So now if I come here, this is another way to test the theory. We know it's supposed to link to this page, right? This link should link to this one because that was how it's originally set up, right? So let's see. We're going to go to it and look, page 2 of 74. It now links to the first instance. So if you're big into using page templates and care about having the index linked to them, then you have to take your templates and move them to the front of your planner. Now, the only way to get around this is if I build the planner like that to begin with, which when I was doing Note Shelf, I did do that a little bit because someone brought that up. They were having problems with it. They're like, it's not linking to the right page. It's changing all my links. And that's what made me figure that out and change it. So some of my planners, that's if you find one of, like, maybe it's like the desk calendar or something, if you find one of my planners where the page templates is the first section, it's because I was planning in Noteful or Note Shelf and people wanted to plan in Note Shelf using it that way. But that right there would just throw me off a lot. So yeah. Okay, I'm curious to know your thoughts on that because if you use page templates and you use things with linked things, that's going to throw you off. I don't know. Aaron says, I wonder how responsive they are to suggestions. I don't know. And I don't know how you fix that because I'm not a programmer, but if it's something simple that they can change, then that would be great because that's going to be my biggest complaint. Because if I'm using page templates in a planner, then that's a problem. Now, if I were to come in, let's see, if I were to take this page and say copy, let's see how easy it is to go to this document and paste. And see here, I wouldn't have a problem because I'm not using the same planner, so I'm not using the same links. So if you're doing it that way, you're not going to have a problem. But if you're doing it the other way, then yeah, that's going to be a problem. Sleepy says, I heard they have an open discussion with users and you can open bugs for them. And says, how do you even word that easily? Keep hyperlink pages to their original link? Yeah, because so what happens is when you let's see if we can figure out the wording for that so someone can ask. So if there is a linked page and you make a copy of that page and move it somewhere else in the planner, then like if you paste that copy somewhere else in the planner, then what it's doing is Noteful is changing that link to the first location referenced. So instead of it being to the original page number, it's going to the first version of it. So even if you like took this page and did a copy, and then, so this is page 30, like, well, maybe 30 is not the best example. Like, we could do this one again. So if I copy this page again, and then say, let's go here and paste it. Okay, so the original is this page, right? But remember, we've copied it here and we've copied it here. So if we go back to this and click this, you can see it takes us to page 2. So what it's doing is it's not, there you go, it's not maintaining the original links. Like it's maintaining the link, but it's rewriting the reference, I guess. So it's not linking to the original page it should have, but it is now linking to the first instance in the document. That seems like a good, yeah, it's not going to the original source or the original location. It's changing it to be the first instance in the document. So like instead of it linking to the page right after the page templates, if I copy that page and put it as page 2, it now links to page 2 instead of linking to the page right after the templates. Does that make sense? It does to me. But it's like it's rewriting the link to be the first instance instead of the original page it was supposed to be. So that's going to be your biggest problem if you use page templates, because essentially it just makes the page template section in your planner unusable unless you move them. So that's going to be my biggest complaint with Noteful. So let's test this out. If I take this page and I delete it, remember this is the original, okay? If I take this page and delete it, now let's see if this page will link back to it like it should. So if I do this, look, it does. So it just goes to the first instance of that page instead of it being the original source it's supposed to be. So yeah, we need to see like almost everything else about this app I like. I still really like GoodNotes, don't get me wrong. And the page template thing, if I was using a linked planner with page templates, then this problem would be the one thing that would get me, that would keep me from switching. This right here. This would be enough to say, nope, not using it. So it messes with the hyperlinks. And the whole point of having a digital planner is to have hyperlinks that work. And if it's going to mess up those hyperlinks, then what's the point? So that is a problem. That is a problem. Yeah. So I'm glad I remembered that, because that's a big, that's a big issue. Okay. That is a big issue, because if you're working like this, where you're copying a page and putting it in essentially like a builder planner, then that it's not going to affect you. But if you're working in a planner that's fully linked, then those page templates are going to be useless to you. Or at least the index is going to be useless to you, unless you move them. So you could take these pages and like here and like select all of these, and that, I mean, there's a lot of page templates. But like if you were to take all of these and either move them up here, or we can try cutting them, and let's go right here after this page and say paste. Okay, that was the after that page, but that's fine, I guess. This was supposed to be up here. Whatever. So then if you were to, this is going to be the easy one because we can see this one. So if I say copy, and then come down here to, like if I go to my notes section, right, and paste it, here it is, right, page 71. The original source is now 5. So if I am on here and I go here, it does go to page 5. So that would be a way you could do it. Now, I think I heard someone else say in Note Shelf that that if you copied the page as like a template or something, then that would be making a template out of every page, and that's not what you want. So let's see. Yeah, no. So, I mean, that seems to be like your workaround. That if you have an existing planner like this and you want to do, you want to use your templates, then just move them up to the top and then you're fine. It's not going to affect anything. You can copy these and put them anywhere in your planner. It just means that, stuff's moved around, and that's not a huge deal, because if you're in here and okay, this is going to be my next issue. This right here. I just want to, there. So this stuff all works the same. Like all of this. So all I did was move the templates up to the top and it still works the same. Okay, we are using, this is Noteful. The reason why I mentioned Note Shelf is because Note Shelf has this same template problem, or at least it did. I haven't planned in Note Shelf in a while, but that was when I went away from GoodNotes and tested out Note Shelf. That was the biggest problem that I found with Note Shelf, and why one of the biggest reasons I stopped using it is because of the template issue with hyperlinks. So Note Shelf and Noteful do seem to have that same problem. But this is Noteful. We are going to get this so mixed up. Y'all got to help me keep this on track. But I don't know. This right here, I don't like that it zooms out to wherever, because why? Why are you doing that? That, and then the hyperlink issue. That's going to be my problems. But other than that, I think everything else about it. So I don't know. I think is that everything? I'm not going to turn on draw with touch. What is this? 2-finger tap to undo. I mean, that's nice. 3-finger swipe left to undo. No, that's just too much. I don't mind the 2-finger tap to undo because I do that in Procreate. Zoom to fit width is finger double tap. And then so that's 1 finger. Okay. All right, so I'm good with that. 2 pages. That would be fine if you were working with like a vertical planner, but this is horizontal, so that just does not work. And vertical scrolling, I don't like. No. Nope, not happening. Horizontal all the way. Yeah, that makes more sense to me. What else we got? So toolbar positioning, which is cool. I think I want to keep it at the top so it's like GoodNotes. Then tab bar at the top. Oh, okay. Now just move around there, bud. What you doing? Nope, we're gonna keep that at the top. Throwing me off with your stuff. Night mode. Whoa, that was crazy. Status bar, keep that. Ruler. Zoom window. Ooh, I can just turn those off. That's nice. Timer. Okay. I think that's it. I think that covers everything, right? If there's something else I missed, let me know. I feel like that's pretty good. I should be getting a phone call from my husband any minute, and the nephew is awake and maybe has fed himself. I don't know. So I guess that's it. I guess that is all for today. Hopefully that all makes sense. And if anyone does talk to the Noteful people, I had to like check myself there. The Noteful people about the hyperlink issue, that's going to be my biggest thing. That and this weird Zoom thing. What is the purpose of this? If anyone knows the purpose of this, let me know, because for me, this just feels like an annoyance. Like, I'd rather just pinch and it go back to the right size, right? Just go back to the right size. I do appreciate that, like, one tap doesn't just go to the hyperlink, because I don't want to just accidentally hit a hyperlink over and over again. So, go. There you go. Aaron says, I learned a lot. Future update. We are working hard on the next coming features. Please share with us what features you would like to see. That's on their website. Okay, so y'all think about features you would like to see. I would like to see this gone. Like, what is this? No. Like, why? Why are we zooming out this far? What is the point of that? I don't understand. That can go away. We don't need that. Like, we don't need that. Also, I would love it if you could change the color of the interface. Like, that would be cool. Like, if you could change this to be, even if it was just a few colors, like what I was showing you in Note Shelf, how you can change that. Like, if we could just get that, because that's one thing that was really cool. So, like, if you could change these colors here like this, like, I would like that. That would make me happy, right? That one. So, those are going to be my two big things. Oh, and the erase on edit, like how you can do a note shelf. If Noteful could do that with the images, with sticker images, I think I would like that. No, but this is going to drive me bonkers. This, like, why? Why are we doing this? What is the point? I don't like it. I don't like it. So, okay. That is all I got. If anyone knows anything else or learns any fun new tricks, let us know, and we can do a part 2 of this. But we covered a lot, like a lot. I will try to go back to do timestamps on some of these things. It will not happen today. I will just tell you that it will not happen today. There's no way I have time for that today. But timestamps would be very beneficial for this, so you can like figure out all these things. But hopefully this helps and gives you some ideas and like which you like best. I think I will do this and like plan in here this month as a way to test it out, but I will be doing like a builder planner type of thing. Like, I probably will go through and like choose a different cover and like put a cover from, you know, like another thing, like, because you can edit that and